live shopping channel. It's Saturday night. It's about 7 o'clock. What time is it here? 6:32. It's about minus 20 degrees Celsius in Lemont. We're going to talk about some of the ambiguities of Bugatti and the brand. We're going to visit their website and look at some of their collection. And we're going to take a Google Earth tour right to their head office in Germany. So all those things are coming up. I'm just going to go through Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter and make sure our stream is feeding well. I know that I had to turn off Podbean. The mic was not working. I got a new mic just for this show, and it failed. Another fail. So just give me a moment. I'll just make sure we're working. Yeah, Twitch looks good. I'll just switch to Facebook. Facebook and YouTube are good. And the mic is on. That's good. Looks like we have a few viewers in the room. That's great. Maybe someone can do a shout out if the mic is good. It is a brand new mic that I'm using, and I'm not sure on the volume level. So we still have that 6-second delay. So maybe you can just type in a little chat there if it's if the mic is okay. In terms of volume, at least. Okay, the shirt we're going to review while we're waiting for that is this guy right here. It's a beautiful Bugatti men's shirt. And we're going to look at the brand. We do carry the Bugatti brand in our store, but it is not on our website to purchase. It's an in-store only. And so that's why we're going to look at it here today. And it's just an example of some of the other fashions that we carry in the Bugatti brand. Looks like I'm not getting any feedback. I'm just going to check one more time. Make sure this mic is working. Okay, well, we're just going to assume it's working, and we're gonna have a look at this shirt, this Bugatti men's shirt. We'll just switch to the unboxing camera. We'll just have a look at a little bit of the construction and the style of this shirt. And then we're going to go for a little trip to Germany. So this is the tag. And the brand here is, like I said, it's Bugatti, but the logo is actually quite important because there is 3 Bugatti companies. There's Bugatti Group, which does luggage. There's Bugatti Fashion, which does the clothes, and then there's Bugatti Auto, which is the fancy sports car. And the logos are just a little bit different on each one. So it's just, you know, if you're looking at the clothes, obviously you don't have to guess what you're looking at. But if you're trying to find the information online to their future collections or what's current, it can be problematic when you're looking for it. So that's why we're going to go to Bugatti Fashion website. Their homepage. We're going to go to the Bugatti YouTube page, and we're going to go to the Bugatti Facebook page. And we're going to do that so that, you know, you guys can understand how to find the Bugatti Fashion label rather than the most popular one, which is the sports car brand. So the shirt itself, other than the pattern in terms of fashion, is very well constructed. It's got lots of detail within the hemwork, and it's a slim modern fit in this one. And the reason we can tell it's a slim modern fit, I'll just flip this around here to the back. just the way it's quite narrow in the waist here. I'll just move this up. Right here is narrowed, and then it flares a little bit out to the bottom. So that's why they call it a modern fit. It's more for a slim look, a slim modern fit. The buttons are, you know, your standard button. They're not ivory or metal. They're a plastic button. And we'll just look at the label on the inside of the shirt for the material. So that's the label. It is 100% cotton, and it's iron only. So that's one of the problems I wanted to discuss about this shirt. This shirt is labeled as Easy Care, but at 100% cotton, you're going to have to iron it. If you don't, it's going to look like a rag when you take it out of the washing machine and dry it. So just remember that when you buy this shirt, ironing is involved. And that can be a deal breaker for a lot of men. So for the women who may be buying this shirt for your guys, just consider that if you buy this for him, you may be the one ironing it. And there are other brands out there that don't need to be ironed to have different types of materials. But one of the benefits of cotton is its ability to absorb moisture. So it's going to be much better to wear on your skin rather than a polyester blend or some other materials out there that are going to be a little bit rougher on the skin. So usually cotton is a great no-brainer when it comes to a shirt. But ironing is involved. You know, I just wanted to show you sort of the pattern. It's a button-up collar. There's not really a ton of stuff to talk about. It's just more looking at the pattern and some of the smaller details. What we're really going to focus on today is some of the corporate side of the Bugatti fashion line. So I'm just going to flip screens here. Okay, I'm just going to move this shirt to the side. And then we're going to have a look at where the confusion of this brand when you're trying to find information. I mean, we order this brand into our stores. So if you go on the Bugatti fashion website and you see a particular item that you like, you can give us a number and we'll get it in for you. And a lot of people are doing their own shopping today. The website, pick it out, and then we will be the one sourcing it for you. So I'm just going to switch to the Bugatti fashion homepage. Okay, so what we're looking here is the Bugatti fashion page. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to the Bugatti auto page, which is right here. A company that really deals in bags. All sorts of backpacks and handbags and leather goods. So we're going to go back to the Bugatti fashion. So really the only difference is right up here. There's a little different spacing between the letters. So when you're looking for the Bugatti fashion line, it can be difficult, but that's why we're going through this. So one of the things we want to look at is where they manufacture. Because it was the shirt we looked at, it was manufactured. Hang on a second here. I'm just gonna... I wanted to say Dominican Republic, but I better just check. No, I was wrong. This one is assembled in Vietnam. And there's a reason why it's assembled in Vietnam. So we're going to look at is the licensing of what the company does. So it basically, in a way, it outsources the products under licensing agreement to different companies that manufacture their shirts, belts, wallets, cell phone cases, shoes, and they use the Bugatti name, and it's part of the Bugatti spec. So even though it's Bugatti and made by a different company, it's the Bugatti spec. It's the the Bugatti material, the way it's manufactured, the way it's sewn, the type of thread, type of glues, all that stuff is under their spec, manufactured by another company. So I'm just going to go down to the licensed partners. Now this is across the board in almost all brands. There's licensed partners. So we're just going to take a peek for the Bugatti brand, who the licensed partners are rather. So their socks are made by Ater. Belts are made by Lloyd Arthur. The underwear is made by, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, Sibo Bodywear. And their sportswear is Okamoto. Their leather jackets are HM Modern. And now this one was just awarded, I'm pretty sure about just this month actually, in 2021. So they switched from their old licensed partner to HM Modern. Shoes are outsourced to Bugatti Men's Shoes. The leather goods are by United Brands 24. And then the rest here, stucco for the table culture. Headwear is by R&M. Mobile cases by Telecom. Umbrellas by E. Doppler. Blankets by Ibina Textile. And the toweling by Vossen. So it's kind of all this is production that is worldwide. So all over the world they have these manufacturing plants that are making their product, and then they all get sent to distribution channels. Now some of these licensed partners distribute and market the material for Bugatti. So for me as a retailer, I might be buying the shirts from one company, but I would buy the mobile phone cases from a completely different company. And that's how the licensing agreement works. Now, a lot of these companies out here also that we're looking at in terms of licensing partners also can do a white label. So for instance, if I wanted to make HJC's shirts, it would be my own partners. It's really an industry-wide system of manufactured. And so this shirt that we were looking at was made in Vietnam. And that's why, because it was outsourced to a licensed partner. So I think that really concludes their web page, their corporate page. I think we're just going to check out their YouTube page, and we'll just have a look at that. And we'll just look at their last video. So their last video, right down here, right here, is 11 months old. So that coincides with this whole COVID thing. So this company really put the brakes on when COVID hit. I think they really had a feeling that, this was really going to drastically impact their sales. And they looked at what they were doing on social media and stopped their social media, or slowed it down at least. So this is quite old for a fashion label to have an 11-month-old video. So I'm assuming that as the lockdowns ease in Germany, that they will get back on it and they'll start producing more social media and give you more information about their collections as they come up. I'm just going to go to their Facebook page and we'll look at their last post. Their last post was in June 25th, 2020. So again, the same thing. This is a 6-month-old post. They're not active. Now they also have other social media, but we're not going to go through that. Just wanted to show you that some of these brands, there's real dire straits in the fashion world because of COVID, and they're scrambling. The new fashion that's coming out in the spring is completely, there's a real divergence from the 2020 season into the 21 season. We're seeing a lot more casual wear across all the brands. And I think that's a reflection of the working from home, or just under lockdown. You're not wearing those tight dresses and cocktail dresses. You're wearing sweatpants, loose-fitting jeans, and the fashion world is really changing quite quickly in that type of fashion stuff. I'm just going to take a moment to check some of the streams, just to make sure I'm not missing anything. It looks like TK Pulse sounds great, he says. A little glitchy. Okay, well, I'll have to wait for that to find out what the glitches are. It might be me banging around here on the table. Okay, well, Twitch looks good. I'm just going to go to the stream manager. Yeah. And YouTube. Let me just go to, where's my stream manager? Okay, stream manager looks okay. Let's see the YouTube here. Yeah, YouTube looks okay. All right, that kind of concludes the Bugatti website. Now we're going to do a little traveling via Google Earth. We're going to go to their factory. Obviously, we're not going to fly there. They're in lockdown, quarantine rules. So this is really one of the only ways we can virtually travel in today's world. And I'm sure the VR goggles that'll take you right down to the street view is probably already out there, but unfortunately I don't have any. So Google Earth it is. So we're going to start off on Google Earth at our store where I'm broadcasting from. So once again, I'm broadcasting from Lamont, Alberta. This is our store right here. A little red brick and mortar building, and it's made of brick, actually. And we're just going to go to their factory, their head office in Germany. So let's see if we can do this. This is really just to give you a sense of when you buy clothes, it's literally worldwide. And it just gives you a sense of how vast the clothing fashion world really is. So we're just going to zoom in here. And we are in Herford, Germany. And this is their head office right here. It's an absolutely beautiful building. Now there is no street view on this, so we're not going to be able to look at the building in good detail, but I do have a photo of it, and we'll have a look at that. Site here, or sorry, to the statistics of the city. It's 66,000 people, and there's 34,000 females and 32,000 males in Herford, Germany. So we'll just go back. So if I'll just go and look at the town itself, in our area, it's more like a Sherwood Park population, and it looks like it's nestled right into the countryside with fields all the way around the outskirts. Looks like a beautiful city. It's definitely on my radar to go visit and have a look at the Bugatti head office. Which brings us to the next point. So we got a new mission here at HJC's live shopping channel. There's a few things we're going to do a little bit different. I alluded to it in the last stream, which was raising money for donations and stuff to buy high-end luxury goods. And Bugatti would be one of them. So any money that we're able to raise through donations would go towards buying, let's say for instance, this shirt. As an example, we'd review it on our channel, and then we would give it away to one of our viewers on the live stream. So we're not sure